come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep where you from? Where you post, you poppin' your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping this.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 99, check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback.
I got you, boy.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Safe.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the double. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 31. Joker. Under 10. 10. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Mike Ford. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Mike six. Mike six. No take. Chance. Hey, check Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short run. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. This for his running back, McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
At the Patriots' 11-yard line.
Ready. I got you.
Stepping up, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns' first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start getting up? And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We want it. Come to my world. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 79 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he's forced out left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
First down, Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Brown. bounds touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, squeeze. Wahoo. My game. Hey, stop your whining. 22, jet cover. 22, run it.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He finds McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Murray now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A final shot before half from Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing again, Murray. Looking deep now for McCoy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. He's coming. He's coming. Check in. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now. You my game.
They'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 19 yards away. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. McManus's point after is good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready. 66, bullet, pow. It's been a long day for you. Check.
And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
My game. 65.
They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
58, right over there.
Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Is a turnover on down.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Murray now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Strip that ball. Hey, watch it, watch it. Zoom. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
4 down, even.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
50, Mike 50. Here we go, G. It's just speed to go.
And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Francis. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Murray off play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England, 61 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will run it with Michelle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip. I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip. Watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it out every day. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me, cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.